Call of Duty's Cold War Alpha is out, say less. It's your boy Prince Zeno in the flesh, and you know how I'm about to get into this. I want to go ahead and give y'all some of my takes on what I've experienced through this alpha and this beta. But before I get to what I want changed, I want to hear about what you want changed. So go ahead and hit that comment section down below and tell me what you want to see taken out of the game or implemented into the game. And while you down there, hit that like and subscribe button, because we all about good vibes and seeing young kings win around here. And you want to see a young man win, don't you? So go ahead and hit that. Anyways, let's get into this game. So starting off, I want to talk about the game itself and my opinions on it. So far, this is a good game. The alpha has been very good in my opinion. A lot of people have been complaining about certain aspects, but you gotta understand that's why they made this, so that we could go and critique what is wrong with the game so they can fix it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the maps. We are playing on Moscow right now. This is a safe map. What do I mean by a safe map? I mean that it gets the job done for what it is. There's nobody I think that's particularly going to go out and say this is their favorite map of all time, and there's nobody that's going to go out and say that it's the worst map of all time either. If it ever comes up in a lobby where you're voting for a map and a bad map is listed and Moscow is against it, Moscow will win every time. And speaking of that, just to let y'all know, we have voting for lobbies back. Thank God, we love democracy here. Next thing I want to talk about is the movement in this game, alright? It's slow, it's clunky. I expected that from the alpha. If you're one of those people that's saying, I'm not getting the game because I don't like the movement, trust me, it will be tweaked. It will be smoothened out. Everything will be fixed, so don't go ahead and hold that too high. Sliding is a big issue though, and we are out here on ice skates. I'm sliding and gliding anywhere I want. I'm sliding in more than I slide in on girls' DMs off a new cut. That's how bad this is. And when I slide, I can go front, I can go back, I can go side to side, whichever direction I want, I'm sliding, and there's no repercussions for it. So that is definitely something that needs to be smoothed out and tweaked and all that, and they'll get to it. I also want to talk about footsteps. Now, for some reason, we got some dudes with elephant feet in this game, and I don't understand why. So if you across the map, I can probably hear you if you're not running Ninja. This was somewhat of an issue in Modern Warfare, but they ended up tweaking it and fixing it, so I'm figuring that will be what happens here. But I can't differentiate from my teammates and the opponent, and that's the main thing I have an issue with. If they're gonna be loud, let them be loud, but I'm looking around left, right, and center just to find out that it's my teammate in the same room as me. So definitely something they're gonna have to tweak. Also, we end up having shotguns coming back and making a return as secondaries, which, oh lord, if you hated the 7.25, get ready for this one. This is a bad idea, alright? The last game I remember they just gave us shotguns as secondaries is Modern Warfare 2, and I think there's a reason for that. Shotguns, no matter what you say, no matter how you put it, if you nerf them, I don't care, that is a primary weapon. And you are giving it to people as a secondary option with no repercussions, which is never a good thing. As you're about to see in a second, this is why I hate shotguns as secondaries. Because as soon as you start to get pushed, or you're in a building and somebody's rushing you, or you're coming around a corner or anything like that, what are you going to do? You're just going to pull out your shotgun and that person is going to get obliterated easily. So the whole shotgun thing, I'm not with it. Look, see, boys getting thraxed out here. Anyways, so let's talk about C4s right now, alright? And if you are a C4 user, what a time to be alive, because it is tough out there for you, alright? Usually, as we all know, when you use a C4, you just chuck that thing up there and BAM! It's over, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Not no more. No. What you have to deal with now is it has to touch a surface for you to explode it, detonate it, whatever you want to call it. So that means touch a ceiling, touch a wall, touch a floor, touch an object, has to touch something. And the C4 is already a very slow lethal. We all know that. So if I have to get shot at and then I have to throw it and pray it touches something before I can ever blow it up, odds are it's not going to be working that well for me. So I really hope they reconsider that. I think that they need to make it so that it could detonate in midair again. That just makes it funner and way more useful and practical. Otherwise, I really don't see people using C4 as heavy as they used to. But that's just something we're going to have to find out once the game is launched. So I want to touch up on some things that were removed from Modern Warfare in this game. And the first thing I want to talk about are the kill streaks. So This game, they decided to use point streaks. I cannot stand point streaks. Every person has a different take on it. There are some people that love them. I am one of the few that hate them, all right? I think that if you're getting a reward, it should be what is called a kill streak. So meaning I go on a long run of kills, I should end up getting a good reward in return. Now I understand that there are people out there that can't go out and get 20, 30, 40 kills easily and rack up those kill streaks. And I understand you want to penalize people that just go and play objective game modes that don't actually play the objective. I get that. But at the same time, point streaks are just way too easy for other people that really don't deserve that kill streak to get them. That is just my own little personal take on that. Another thing, assassinations are gone. Why? I hope that they're coming back. There's a chance that they just haven't been put into the alpha and that they're still working on them, but this is something from Modern Warfare that I think was one of the best decisions they did. It was fun to do the assassinations, executions, whatever you want to call them. They brought in a little sense of distinguishment between players. All right, every person was able to pick their own little assassination that they like using, so I hope that does make a return. Mounting is also gone. That one, I'm cool with it. I like to mount, but at the same time, if it's not in the game, I understand that, and I'm good with that. Really, I just thought of it as a Modern Warfare thing because when they were promoting Modern Warfare, they wanted the game to be more tactical. It looked like they were trying to cater to Siege fans and people that like that type of genre. So mounting being gone, is it the end of the world? No. Would I like to see it make a return? Of course. Now these next few things are just things that I think will be fixed later on and haven't been addressed yet, and it's not really the big end of the world deal, but I still want to bring them up. Damage is an issue right now. I have been turned on God knows how many times, and for those of you that don't know what being turned on means is basically if somebody is looking a direction and I shoot at them and they just turn automatically to the direction I'm looking at and kill me, that is an issue. For some reason, whenever I shoot at somebody from behind or from the side, they just automatically turn and wipe me out. I know I'm not the greatest Call of Duty player, obviously, but at the same time, I've been playing this game long enough to know when something is a little fishy and when it isn't. And the amount of times I've been turned in this game alone, and the small amount I played it, it's very eye-opening to me. So maybe it's just me and I suck, and y'all can tell me what y'all think, but I think that it is the issue. Also, when you reload in this game, good luck, because you are committing. You are committing to that reload, especially shotguns. Usually you reload, you press R2, RT, depending on what console you are, you sprint, something like that. It cancels out the reload so you can shoot again. In this game, no. The only way to actually cancel out your reload is to double tap triangle or Y so that you can switch out the gun and come back. And for me, I'm not used to having to do that, so it has resulted in me dying a lot. Because if you're somebody like me where every time you get a kill you usually reload, this is going to be very annoying, alright? Also, this is just a glitch that I've been having. My classes will switch randomly in games when I play. I don't understand why. I think it's just a software issue or something like that. But those are my main critiques of like mechanical issues of this game. So these have just been my experiences and things I've been dealing with the game. And for you, you might have a complete opposite opinion of it. I know all of us have our own expectations and things that we expect to see, but for me, I'm very optimistic. I think this is a step in the right move forward. But one thing to consider is I play 6v6. I've dabbled in 12v12. It's not my forte, but 6v6 has always been my thing. I'm an old school Call of Duty guy. Warzone, I have not touched. I don't think I should be talking about it. I have not played Warzone since the beginning of Modern Warfare. So that's what I have to say about that. The last thing I want to touch on is next gen and current gen. If you're like me and you got your PS5 pre-ordered, or you plan on pre-ordering it later, or you're getting the Series X, I hope that the game ends up being good. We have not seen anything on it yet, so there's no telling. And for my current gen guys, that's okay too. I hope y'all end up getting a good game because they have been pushing for the next gen harder than they did for the PS4 or Xbox One in my opinion. And You know, we're dealing with companies like Activision and dealing with companies like 2K and EA in this instance. So I just hope that everybody gets a solid, good game, and if you're encouraging, you can still enjoy it. But with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I hope all y'all stay safe. I pray for y'all. If you made it this far, thank you. Love to see it. You might as well go ahead and like and subscribe since how you're already here anyways, and it's free to do so. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all later. Stay safe, everybody.